What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. Donnie B, go Red Sox. Ooh, our record's not good right now. Our record's not good, but it's the beginning of the season. It's the beginning of the season. You know what happens? At the end of the season, they start looking like these guys. All right, so I'm going to show you all something. I show you different ways to do some pasta dinners and things like that. You know, me being a paisan, being blurry as I am. Woo-wee! Made my face look better though, didn't it? I do make a whole lot of this Italian sausage. But here's the thing. Generally what I do is I thaw out the Italian sausage and I cook it and cut it up. We're going to do a completely different style. This is so easy, anybody can do it style. 1 pot of water. We're going to have penne, ragazzi. We're going to have chopped broccoli. We're going to have sweet Italian sausage. And then we're going to do a very, very simple homemade sauce that takes nothing but butter, Italian seasoning, and a little bit of garlic. That's it. So, let the blur go away. First things first, I put some water on the stove. That's it. Just got a pot with some water in it. And I'm going to let that boil up real quick. Let me show you the second part. Hold on. All right, so next you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a cutting board. And you're going to need a sharp knife. I look straight to Fremont. Guys, check out the video on this Fremont that I did. It is so sweet. So basically, all I want to do is I'm going to do 3 out of the 6 Italian sausage. So I just want to cut straight through these Italian sausages so I can separate them. I'm trying, you know, this is glass, so I don't want to come down too hard on it. But somebody just dropped something upstairs. So I just want to separate these. Pretty simple. And some of them will go into the fridge because I'm going to use them again. I don't know why I'm trying to rip this in my hands. I have this freaking sharp knife in my hand. All right, so here we go. I've got some sausage. I've got a knife. I'm going to run this under some water just to get the sausage off of that styrofoam. That's a good trick if you're trying to get meat off of styrofoam. Just wiggle it up and run water under it. As the water goes under, it'll take care of it all. All right, so now I want to separate my sausages carefully. Ooh, carefully. Carefully. All right, so I got to this point. Normally, this is where I would be blurry. This is where I would be cooking them first. I'd boil them in a skillet and then empty the water and then just cook them in the skillet. Not today. Today, I'm cutting frozen sausage medallions. So I'm going about, I don't know, 1/4 inch, maybe under 1/4 inch thick on all my medallions here. You got to remember that once they're cut into smaller pieces, this stuff will cook in the same time as the noodles will. So you don't have to worry about having raw sausage. It's going to literally cook really fast because it's already going to be cut. So I don't know, the heat circulates around it much faster and there won't be any frozen spots in the center. But remember that this is Italian sausage, so you need a sharp knife, and that's where this guy comes in handy. So just like that, I got my medallions on one, and now let me just do the other 2. Hold on. Okay, so now I have all my medallions cut. What I want to do is get them on frame. I'm going to take my medallions and I'm going to cut them in half. So I got a little stack of 3 right here. I know that stack of 3 is no problem for this knife. So there's my 3 halves. And that's what I'm going to do for all of them. I'm just going to cut them straight in half so I have a bunch of rectangles like that. All right, hold on. I told you that knife was sharp. All right, so this thing, perfect. All right, gets the job done. So now I have all my once medallions cut into little boats. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the box of penne. I'm going to use half of it. It's a 12-ounce box. So I'm going to take 6 ounces of noodle, just about. I'm going to take 3 of these sausages chopped up. And I have 16 ounces of chopped broccoli. I'm going to use 8 approximate ounces of it. I was going to say inches of it. I'm not taking 8 inches. All right, so shit, I'm not even giving 8. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're just going to dump it all in the water. And let's see. Y'all have to see where the water is. I've already got a nice hard boil going. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of my noodles, approximately. I'm going to take all of my sausage, exactly. Ooh, yeah. And then I'm going to take half of my broccoli and pour that right in there. So there is about 8 ounces of that. So first thing I want to do is I want to give it a quick mix to get those noodles up off the bottom so they don't stick. And that's it. So now I'm going to let it boil. Once the noodles are cooked, then the sausages will be cooked. The broccoli will obviously be cooked. All right, and from there we move on. Onward. And let's see what I'm going to do, because I'm crafty like that, is I'm going to cut open my broccoli bag that still has 8 ounces of broccoli in it. Possibly cut it open. And I'm going to throw in my remaining 3 sausages. That way, instead of putting it back in the fridge, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up nice and tight, and I'll be able to put it back in the freezer with the sausages tucked away nice and tight inside that bag. Another trick y'all just learned right here. I'm down to be all day. Got stuff falling out of the fridge. All right, so I'm going to let that all cook up here. You can see what we got. Just a pot full of food. Mix it up, noodles, sausage, and that. So let's get on to what we're gonna do, because we're not using a red sauce. We're not using a thick white sauce. No. It's gonna be real easy. Hold on. All right, guys, watch how easy this is. First, you need a little bowl. That's it. A little something you can stick in the microwave. Next, you need some kind of butter. I use, wow, look at all those things. Smart Balance. Took a long time to get around there. So I'm gonna take enough to where I can make a nice little soup out of my butter there. So I'm looking at, I don't know, what is that, 4 or 6 tablespoons? I have no idea. Just give yourself a nice heaping helping of butter there. And now I'm going to take some Italian seasoning, and I am really going to dish it out into there. Batman! All right, so that's the Italian seasoning. That's all I need. One part of the Batman songs full of Italian seasoning. Next, we got some garlic. Some minced garlic. Oh, it smells good. You know what it smells like? Well, garlic. But here, what we're going to do here is I'm going to take a fork full of garlic and dump that in there. And if you don't make the fart sound, it literally will change the flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that just as it is. And let me rinse off my fork inside my cooking stuff here, all my noodles. I can see those sausages are pretty much already almost cooked through. So that's what I have. What I'm going to do with this is just microwave it. Just microwave it and melt it. And that's going to be the sauce. That's what's going to be giving all the flavor to this meal here. And you don't realize how this little concoction right here, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of seasoning, and a little bit of butter, makes for one hell of a dish. All right, so let me go ahead and put everything away. Hold on. Woo! Man, tell you what, thank goodness for the garbage disposal, man. The neighbor's 3-year-old was crying. It's like, what the hell? So I just got rid of it. All right, so we're going to check. I'm kidding. I would have done it with a knife. You know that. So my stuff here is at a good hard boil. And you can see once I wish it all around, that's what it's called in technical terms, when you wish it all around. The sausage, there you go. The sausage is cooked. That's all the way through cooked. So all I'm waiting is for the noodles to fully soften, and that's it. So it's basically, 15 minutes. That's pretty much what it takes for noodles to soften, right? So 15 minutes of boiling 3 things together, and this takes, 20 seconds to melt. That's it. That's an entire meal. It's an entire meal. And for that whole 15 minutes that's cooking, you're not doing anything. You're just putting it on the stove and letting it go. So you can do whatever you want. All you're doing is setting it up and walking away. That's it. You know, in the meantime, clean your Fremont. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. You guys, I see your game here. Y'all trying to make me forget I got stuff to do. Got my Harmony Springs Cola made right in Ludlow, Massachusetts. And, oh, what about a bottle opener? Well, that's great. I got a Fremont. Woohoo! I tell you, man, all purpose. Cheers, brothers. All right, so let me finish this real quick. All right, so the noodles and everything is all boiled up. This is my concoction. Now, generally, when you're talking about Italian seasoning, you have to, if you put Italian seasoning raw on something, you're having a bunch of seasonings that are going to be kind of hard, and it's going to suck. You're going to have to chew it. When you microwave it in the butter, it softens it naturally, which is great. All right, so this is what I'm doing. You can see that old yellow strainer back there. I'm going to use the strainer to strain away all the water. Just pour it in there. Get it good and gone. So now what I'm going to do is I'm taking this and I'm pouring it on the bottom of my hot pot, right? And so now what's going to happen is when I put my concoction in, I could just swirl it around and I know nothing's going to stick to the bottom. And how many times have you put, you know, strained pasta into a pot and it's just started sticking right away? A little bit of this kind of thing and you don't get that sticking. Let's get all that water out of there. So now I pour that whole concoction right in there. That's good. And now I'm just going to mix it. Just like this, just circles. And what it's going to do, it's going to toss. So as I toss it, I'm going to flick it a little harder once I get it around that circle, and it's going to toss it. So it continues to flick upside down and get everything saturated and flavored. So once I have it mostly there, I'm going to take my fork and I'm just going to finish it off and just make sure everything has flavor on it, turn it around, spin it, get it into that seasoning, and get that garlic around in it. And once I can see the pasta coated with the butter and the garlic and the seasoning, I can see it speckled around there, then I know that it's done. And I'll show you what it looks like before we plate it. And so that's it right there. That's it. That looks so good. Let's give it a little, let's give it a does it yeehaw test. That's what we want to find out. If this yeehaws, we know it's good. I got to blow on it because I'm a sissy. That's some yeehaw right there. So, I'm just going to stick it on a plate and eat it. But guys, literally, I did 10 seconds, kind of whooshed it around my butter, put it in for another 10 seconds. That's the sauce. Done. Complete. Right there. Easy. 20 seconds for sauce. This was 15 minutes. The longest thing that took me in this whole process was to just dice up some sausage. That's it. Dicing up some sausage was the only thing I had to do outside of letting it boil. That's it. If y'all are hungry, which eventually you will be, and you know you want to be big fat ass like me. If you guys get hungry and you're starting to think to yourself, well, you know, I got 15 minutes to kill. What can I make? Man, this right here, this is hearty. I love it, man. So, pretty damn simple. That's some D-bad pasta right there. It's just awesome. It's my own little thing. Just started doing it one day with some tortellini, and I was like, I can do this and everything. So I started doing it with my cereal. Just kidding. That 3-year-old. Haha. But yeah, guys, simple. Simple. Simple, simple. That's it. I'm going to go enjoy some food. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next video.